Hey, what's up, Bootstrappers? All right, let's give it a few seconds here for the audience of Bootstrappers, Bootstrapper Nation, Bootstrapper family, La Familia Bootstrapper, to join us here. Cheers. Hope you're having a fabulous Monday morning, getting your grind on. Hey, what's up, Ty? All right. So a little bit of homework lesson I want to share with you guys. What's up, Ryan? All right, I'm out in the country right now. I'm just driving back from collecting some money on a property right here. This house needs some work, so they gave me $2,500 down payment to hold it for them, and then we'll start April 1st. No, yeah, we're in March, so April 1st we'll move forward into the next segment of our relationship. Hey, what's up, Eric? What's up, Rusty? All right, so man, title work is one of the most important things you can do on a property, because people always think that they're buying the property. They're not buying the property. They're buying clear title to a property, because anyone can buy a property. Hell, I buy property all the time. I get property deeded over to me, and then I own that property. But if there are liens and encumbrances on that property, what good does it have? What good does it do me to own this property? And I think a lot of guys overlook that process. So I had a wholesaler bring me some property. He brought me a deal. And this is kind of his first one, so he's cutting his teeth on it, so he didn't, really know. And it's an area out of my local market. So I just traveled there today, and I actually searched title for the very first time. And in searching the title, there was two people on title, and they're siblings. And looking at this, at the borrower, so the loan is in one of the siblings' name, and then there's another sibling that was on title as well, and this sibling bought the house for this sibling to live in, do what they needed to do, and all that stuff. And what happened was this sibling passed. They died, and so you have a title issue right there, because now you have joint tenants on title, but you don't have the rights of survivorship. So this person needs to be probated. There needs to be a probate process to get this person off of title. Problem number one. Loans in this person's name. They're still alive and all that stuff. So I went and I researched this person here, and everything comes up just clear. Just no big deal. And I just had this, I'm like, you know what? This person was only on title for like a few months. Just a few months. And I'm like, you know what? I need to see what's going on really here. What's really happening here? And so I looked up this person, and oh my gosh. There's a lawsuit, several lawsuits. There's an abstract judgment. There is a several lis pendens. That's a lawsuit. There's four that I counted federal IRS tax liens on this property attached to this particular person who was only on title for a few months before she died. And I'm like, what the heck? So I got about $40,000 in tax liens on top of the house that's already upside down, and there's a second mortgage, and it's all in default. Everything's going crazy on this one, right? And then on top of it, there's this lis pendens that's there as well, and an abstract judgment that the courts ruled in favor of the plaintiff. And so this person here was the defendant, and she lost, man. And so I'm just like, you got to do your homework. And I it's a rookie mistake. I totally get it. The guy's brand new. I don't fault the guy, which is why I came up to do my own due diligence on it. But I think I let this one go for a little bit too long. I've put a little bit of too much time and effort into this property. Now, I'm not saying it's a lost deal. There's going to be a lot of extra work on it in order to get things done. I'm confident that I can get things done, but you have to know your homework, guys. You have to know how to read title. You have to know lien theory. You have to know how to read these things, because if not, what are you buying? You're not buying the property. You're buying clear title to a property. And once you understand that, then you can start actually making some real money in this business, because without knowing that, you're buying garbage. Garbage that you'll never be able to sell for a profit, that no one's going to be able to help you with. Case in point, I got another property that I picked up well over a year ago, and there were several liens, IRS tax liens, child support liens, judgments from credit unions attached to this property, all kinds of stuff. I got at least $75,000 in liens on this property. And my attempt was originally the borrower had tried to do, before I got it, they tried to do a deed in lieu of foreclosure, and there's no way that the mortgage company was going to accept this deed because it wasn't cleared. And so you have to have clear title in order for them to accept the deed in lieu of foreclosure, which that was a good thing for me. I'm like, all right, that's cool. And so I took on this property, and I eventually my options with this property, my exit strategies and everything, finally exhausted themselves, and I wanted to do a short sell on it. Well, in coming up with the short sell, the lenders have changed their guidelines, the way that they look at short sells. It's almost better for an investor to buy a property at auction, because they can go ahead and wipe out all of those liens and not have anything to do with it, because the lender is saying, look, those liens are your responsibility. You can buy a short sell, but you don't get clear title to that. You have to come out of pocket and clear everything else out on your own. So why is someone going to buy a property that's already upside down based upon the value of the property and the repairs needed, and then come out of pocket to clear all those liens? You just don't do that. You just buy it at auction. So hey, Crystal, so you got to be, that's something you definitely have to take into consideration. So most of these properties that I'm getting, it's almost better now for these owners to go ahead or for the investor to go ahead and buy it at the auction. Now I got a few strategies up my sleeve that I can maneuver and work, but time. It all comes down to time, and how much is my time worth in doing this. Let's see what you said, Rusty. Is the county recorder... I can't even read that. Is the county recorder what? All right, there it is. The county recorder, the only place to get title problem info. Yeah, that's going to be the only place where you're going to get the abstract judgments and things like that. Tax... Because, yeah, Property Radar, it's just going to show you the deed, anything that's associated with the deed and the mortgage. Anything outside that, so like IRS tax liens, any kind of judgments on the property, any kind of child support liens, abstract judgments, list pendants, all of that's not going to show up on something like Property Radar or a title report search that just looks at the liens and the deeds of trust that you're looking for. So yeah, you have to actually go down to the title report, to the title company, or have a good relationship with a title company and just say, hey, can you run this prelim for me? Now, that gets costly. If you're not closing deals with them, they're not going to do it. It's time out of their day. I got buddies of mine that buy and flip properties all the time that they'll just call their title guy and he'll look it up for them. But then again, they're closing volume with these guys, and so it's not a big deal for them to do this research, because they realize if they do it, they're going to get a deal. But for guys like you and I, that if all we're doing are these skinny deals and we're doing subject to financing and we do not go through a title company, you're going to have to learn how to do that on your own. Great question. So, but yeah, that's it, man. Just keep that in mind, that when you're buying property, you're buying clear title to a property. You're not actually buying the property itself, because you can't sell anything unless you have clear title. And I can't emphasize that enough. You need to have clear title to property. So anyway, I do know how to fix this problem. It's just going to be a little bit more time and a little bit more of my investment into this property going up. And believe it or not, I already got it sold. I already got it completely sold. In fact, the family that gave me the $2,500 down payment, I explained this to them. Hey, this is exactly what's wrong with this property. This is my solution to fix it, and we're moving forward with it. And they're like, we don't care. Here's our money. Let us move in. I'm like, there you are. I love helping families. The wife was all in tears, and I absolutely love that. I'm not going to do a testimonial video with them until I've actually cleared everything up, because it's not fair for them to get all super excited. And they know that the risk they're taking by doing this. But as soon as it's all done and I cleared up the title and we got them all situated that way. I'll be doing a testimonial with them, and you'll see that coming soon. So anyway, just keep that in mind. I love this business. I love helping people, and I love making dreams come true for families that otherwise would not be able to get a loan. This is what I do. And having been homeless, having lost my house to foreclosure, having, at one point in my life thinking I will never own a house again, I will never be a homeowner. This is my life was over as far as home ownership went. I love it. Every single day I wake up and I'm just excited to be able to help those people. And of course, I love helping the families that are in distress, that have properties that need to be sold so that they can move on with their life and not be held hostage. So keep that in mind when you're going out and you're helping these people, that not only are you one deal away from changing your entire financial future, but you are also the means to an end of helping people be able to move on with their life, be able to close this chapter in their life and move forward with confidence, and also with hopefully some money or some kind of financial incentive in their pocket so that they can go ahead and do that. All right, I'm Ryan Nickel. I love to serve you guys. I love doing what I do as a bootstrapper and creating these videos. If there's anything I can do that would help you to succeed in your business, please comment below. Let me know. Let me know exactly how I can offer my expertise, my value to bring it to you so that you can be a success as well. And with that said, I'll talk to you guys all later.